I got it, but I'm just glad that I had it immediately instead of partway through. So I was supposed to do this on the 23rd or the 24th, but I just forgot. So DLC review: Valhalla's Forgotten Saga. It's it's all right. It's like if they took Niflheim from God of War and combined it with the DLCs from Far Cry 6, the ones where he plays Pagan Men, Vass, and Joseph Seed. Uh, because, I think that's the two inspirations that they actually had. Oh, our co-workers over on the other big Ubisoft game are doing this, and we could do that as well and make it similar to that other game about Norse mythology that we were 1000% inspired by. Sorry, that sounds like I'm crapping on Valhalla. I'm not. It is. It's good, but I don't have much to say about it other than kind of fuck it. Anyway, I read Civil War. It's not as good as it was hyped up to be. Like it was good, but just it's not House of M, and as like I split it down into chunks because the reading order I got from the website, the callingbookherald.com, I think it is. Split it down into wee segments. So when I was nearly done, it was like prologue, uh, like just before it, just before the Registration Act, then like the events that led to the Registration Act passing, then war. I was a couple issues before war starts, and I was thinking to myself, there's not a lot of action in this. I want action. But then when it came to war, there wasn't much action. That's all I really have to say about it. This Twitter as of 23 to 6 p.m. on Wednesday the 20th of December 2022. Jesse J. Holland, it's easy to scoff at Stephen Miller's mission to help white men. Here's the scary part. Now, I was thinking Gypsy Crusader because his name Paul Miller, but I don't think they're related. You'd miss white men if we were gone. You're on the other side of the continuum compared to someone pasty like Mark, though. Not pasty, I'm Scottish. This is blatant racism against my people, mixed in with dick jokes. Gay, Islam, communism, feminism, vaccine, BLM, etc. They brainwash you. Really? Ratio low, bro. Better luck next time. I can't read this out. But Paul was proven correct once again. My name is Simon Gudak, and I'm a scientist. I was banned from Twitter 538 days ago for stating that mutations. I can't say that. Although this is scientific consensus, the Ministry of Truth saw an opportunity to science me. It's good to be back. 1 out of 28. Ta-da. Yeah, this is shit. No, I'm not gonna play this. Even Christmas Day didn't stop the migrant invasion. The situation is completely out of control. What would you think about On Such a Balcony? Prison, I guess. The quadvax stare when a phobe says something so corona misinformationist that you hit them with the quadvax stare. Prominent young gay charity in the UK has recommended itself for police investigation over historical accusations of grooming and the sexual exploitation of children. NYC Mayor Eric Adams responded to criticism over the increasing use of facial recognition technology by declaring Big Brother is protecting you. So you admit you're being Big Brother. I don't give a fuck if you're protecting me. Stop looking at me. Sustainable living. Wow, so aggressive. Look at all the plants in the building. Flower countries. Yeah. Normalize asking white people where they're really from. White people who have never left America love telling people they're really Italian, Greek, Irish, etc. She really thought she did something. Screw it, I'll play this.
By the answers to questions that we are going to be asking you.
Say what?
It's a joke.
This activity is intended to explore how society favours one race over others.
People often confuse white privilege with being wealthy or being rich, and it isn't about that. What it's about is the absence of having to live with the consequences of racism.
Now,
I was going to make a joke about black dads, but I'm not going to.
the question applies to you, you will take a big step forward. If the answer to the question doesn't apply to you, you stay where you are.
I better win, man.
Okay, make sure you're on the start line. I see some cheaters already.
Yeah,
Feet behind the line.
If English is your parents' first language, take a step forward.
Oh, yeah.
If you have ever been the only person in the room of your race, take a step backwards.
A back? You For God's sake!
If you've never been asked where you come from, take a step forward.
If you have never had to be...
By the way, that last question, never being asked where you're from, take a step forward. I would stay still because I've been asked where I'm from. So it's got fuck all to do with race. I mean, I went to America on holidays like 10 years ago, and 7 years ago the first time I went there, 2012. We met people on like a bus going to Disneyland. And like, oh, like your accent. And they either said what part of Ireland are you from or what part of Scotland are you from. I might be thinking of someone else because I know I've been called Scottish before by an American, but I don't think it was these people, but Point is, nothing to do with race.
Worried about your family being stopped and searched, take a step forward.
I'm not worried about if people ask me to stop and search.
The divide widens, and the inequality of their position becomes clear.
This is just like not fair now. Farah, none of us are white. None of us are white. It's unfair.
The last question. If your parents have ever warned
Turn the fucking music off.
you about racism, take a step backwards.
I'm going to assume the BBC has produced this. It's the BBC's fucking privilege being allowed to play copyrighted music and I can't.
If we were about to start a race, is this a fair starting point for us all?
No.
Nakai, how do you feel standing there in the...
Schools teaching white kids to dislike their white race. This is the most demanded and villainous way of framing reality for these children. They're being trained to be race warriors, conscripted into the communist revolution that the midway teachers participating in without even knowing it. This has to stop. The Lancet has done a study screw it, I'm going to say this. Monkeypox in women, where nearly half of the women were biologically male. On the stop and search part of it, both victims and perpetrators of violent crime, particularly knife crime, in major UK cities, are majority non-white. It's called profiling. That wouldn't be explained to the kids in a PE lesson, though, will it?
I'm still trying to get my mind around the fact that I've been arrested for silent thoughts going on in the privacy of my own head. My faith is a central part of who I am, so sometimes I'd stand or walk near an abortion facility and pray about this issue. Police asked me what I was doing one afternoon near the abortion centre. I was clearly just standing there, motionless. I was completely silent. I let the police officers know that I might be praying inside my own head. That's all I was doing, thinking, lifting up my thoughts to God in silent prayer. This was enough for them to arrest me and take me to the station. Before doing this, they searched me on the pavement, even searching through my hair and confiscating the tissues from my pockets. When I was taken down to the police station, I was then grilled about what I was thinking. Later, they let me know that I've now been charged on 4 counts because of the thoughts I've been thinking and where I was thinking them. You don't have to be pro-life to see that this is wrong. Freedom of thought, conscience and belief are the most fundamental rights and are an essential part of our human identity. My name's Isabel. I'm a friend to some, a sister to others, a charity worker, a Christian. I'm not a criminal, but I've been sent.
Imagine being known as Isabel the Christian. I wouldn't do that. Because if you identify yourself as Isabel the Christian, then people will be like, oh, that's that Christian. That's that Christian girl. Whereas I'm just Dylan. Not Dylan the Christian, not Dylan the person on YouTube that has a 100% Indian audience for some reason. Well, I know the reason, but I can't say it. Etc., you know. Remember the British woman who was arrested for praying silently? She's been charged. Milan reports 50% passengers with corona in flights from China. Another stunning victory for Zero Corona. Have sex at a tourist destination, master the wheelbarrow, and fantasize with other people. These are the New Year sex resolutions Tracy Cox says you need to make. Daily Mail pushing degenerate filth again. Women happy with a man talking about other women during sex is sick and deranged. Avoid like the plague. A man doing the same is a pathetic cuck. Again, avoid like the plague. Normal people understand this.